Hello, my name is Albert Orange, and welcome to XFL Football. It is week 10 of the regular season, the final week of the regular season. Here I am watching the final game of the regular season. The Seattle Sea Dragons play the Vegas Vipers at Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, as we head into commercials just before the fourth quarter. Let me give you all a rundown of what's happening. All right, so oh my gosh, Anthony Becht is looking worried. He is looking worried. I'll explain a few things here. After St. Louis won against who the heck did they play? Was it the San Antonio Brahmas? No, it wasn't the San Antonio Brahmas. It was... Who did St. Louis play? Oh, you know what? I can't remember right now. St. Louis played a team. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. They won that game, so that took up the record to 7-2. All right. However, they have still not clinched the second playoff spot in the XFL North. Seattle right now is vying for that spot. Okay, win or lose, Seattle walks away with a winning season for the 2023 season. However, Seattle has a lot going for them to clinch this playoff spot, the second playoff spot, to play the DC Defenders next Sunday. If Seattle loses, it's over for them. All right, St. Louis goes on to the playoffs. If Seattle wins, okay, let's say they just win below, with a score below 34 points for Seattle. They still win on a tiebreaker because of I don't know what it is. I can't explain it to you. Just look it up, all right? However, if they get 34 points or more, which they are kind of close to doing, that's it. They are going to the playoffs, all right? 34 is the magic number for them. They cannot let Vegas score more than 34 points. They cannot let what am I saying? They have to score 34 points in order to clinch the playoff with that tiebreaker. However, if they don't get the 34 points, I think they still get to the playoffs based on, another tiebreaker, which I can't explain because I don't know it too well, because I don't do research, all right? Seattle leads the Vegas Vipers 20-3. Oh my goodness. DiNucci has a rushing touchdown to his name, 14 yards. Jawan Green with an amazing drive. Jawan Green. Let's see, third down conversion for Jawan Green. Let's see, and then the 37-yard reception. My goodness, and then Ja'Cour Pearson actually before that. Ja'Cour Pearson with a 33-yard touchdown reception. Seattle has it going. After a lackluster first half, mind you, Seattle has a lot going for them. I'm gonna move my iPad. All right, things are heating up. I'm getting myself excited. Let me. Oh gosh, I don't want the TV that loud. Vegas is starting out at their no. Seattle is starting at the Vegas 1-yard line. They hand it off. My goodness, that's a loss of a few yards. They handed it off to Lindsay. What the heck happened? I don't understand. I guess Seattle started out at the Vegas 1-yard line. Is that what happened? I don't know. I hope the volume isn't that loud, and I hope I explained everything that I wanted to explain well. Here we are at the fourth quarter. All right. They keep cutting to Anthony Becht sitting in this St. Louis bar, tavern, I don't know. They got a camera on him, and he's sitting all alone, and he's got a worried look on his face. The score is 20-3 at Lumen Field. And it's second and goal here at the top of the fourth quarter. The referees are refereeing on something. Second and goal. Seattle at the Vegas 3-yard line. So close. DiNucci needs to get this score in. DiNucci to the end zone. Back in the end zone. He's got it. He's got it. That's a touchdown. Jordan Vesey. A 3-yard touchdown reception. 26 points. My goodness. The fans are going wild. 26 points. And they still got the extra point conversions. Most of their extra point conversions failed, except for when Ja'Cour Pearson got that touchdown. Juwan Green came through with a 2-point conversion. Ja'Cour Pearson, he had to leave a bit in the first half because I guess his wrist got hurt or something. But now he's back, and he made that marvelous touchdown. And here is the 2-point attempt. DiNucci to the end zone. Here he is! There it is! Blake Jackson down the middle. 28-3. My goodness. And as a reminder, Seattle gets 34 without allowing 34. They're in. That's it. As I attempt to snap. All right. So, even if Seattle doesn't get 34, by the way, I think they still might make the playoffs. They still might make the playoffs, of which there will only be 3 games, right? Because there's the North Division Championship, and then there's the Southern Division Championship. So, and then there's also the championship. Seattle, 28 points to Vegas, lone field goal. My goodness, they are so close. Only at the top of the fourth quarter, they did get a touchdown in the second quarter. Was it the second quarter? It was the second quarter. They got a touchdown, but no extra point conversions. It was very lackluster. Seattle's first drive of the game was, it had some good momentum going. However, Dominic Eberle did miss a 33-yard field goal. So from there on until the touchdown and until halftime, it was just lots of punts, and until I think, when did Vegas get their field goal? Oh, they got it in the third quarter. So that's the only score they have to their names. That's the Vegas to the right. They got the first down and a little bit more. I forgot the quarterback's first name, but his last name is McClendon. They've got it. And some sort of thing with the live lines, the betting lines or something changed. I don't know. I don't bet. I wish I could, but my state doesn't exactly allow gambling on sports unless you're in a casino. Vegas quarterback feeling a little bit of pressure. He's going to run out to the left, and there's a flag on the field. What is it? What the heck is it? I just hope that I get to finish this game before my parents come home. They are out of town. Oh, that's a holding call on Seattle. I think that might be the only penalty on Seattle so far today. I gotta be honest, there's the defensive coordinator, Ron Zook, shouting. Both of these defensive and offensive coordinators for Seattle, they are intimidating. They are old and they are intimidating. They got deep booming voices that would just make me need to use the bathroom a lot. 13 and 20 left in the fourth. McClendon, and is that a catch? Is that a catch? I think that might be incomplete. Ray Sherman, the wide receivers coach. I don't know why they are doing a split screen with him and Ron Zook. But good to know. I guess if your life's goal is to know who the Vegas Vipers wide receivers coach is, well, there you go. It's Ray Sherman. You're welcome, everyone. McClendon to the left, and the ball is being fought for. The ball is being fought for. I don't know who has it. Seattle might come away with the ball. I think it's Seattle's ball. Quinterio Cole just got away with the ball. It's going to be a turnover. I can't believe it. They were on the ground. They were wrestling for the ball, and he just took it out of his hands. Quinterio Cole comes away with one of the craziest turnovers that I've ever seen. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, they're going to cut to commercial break. Wow, that's awesome. While they are on commercial break, I would like to say that this commentary, this fourth quarter commentary, is brought to you by Pod by Orange. It's the show where I talked about a lot of stuff. I don't know why I said talked, like I'm not doing it anymore. I'm still doing it. I talk about a lot of stuff. I talk about my life. Talk about things that I see in the world. Things that I do. Alright. I just uploaded the 69th episode on April 20th. So go watch that one. Alright. I talk about my job where I work with kids. Is that inappropriate to talk about on episode 69? Maybe. But I did nothing wrong. Okay, I did nothing wrong. Listen. I could just say that I don't even know what 69 means, okay? So I'm not doing a crime. I'm not a criminal. Okay? I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. Listen to it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Pod by Orange, the podcast that delivers an episode periodically. Can this commercial break finish any faster? Dead air. Let's talk about something while ESPN just weirds out for a minute here. Oh, I think we might be back. Yeah, we're back. We're back. They cut to the Seattle skyline. Busy Saturday in Seattle. OL Reign. The Sounders versus the Loons. What the heck is a loon? Mariners versus the Cardinals. The Kraken versus the Avalanche. Yeah, the Kraken are losing that playoff to the Avalanche. They're losing it 2-1 in the series. The Mariners are doing. I mean, they could be doing better, I guess. And so could the Sounders. Although, it's always nice to see a highlight reel. I am watching two shirtless men dancing right now on my screen. Let me unmute the television. Here is DiNucci, hands it off to the running back, and they get a first down. That was Charlie Tomapeo. And 12 and a half minutes left in this game. And Seattle, with one score, with one touchdown, they'll do it. A touchdown any minute now will send them right to the playoffs. I hope that snap was loud enough, powerful enough to get my point across. The handoff leads to a negative play. Second down and 11. And what a season that Seattle has had so far. I think they just might be the, why are so many guys taking off their shirts? There's this guy who has a shirt that is of a shirtless man. Should I take off my shirt? I have my Seahawks jersey. And, a deep pass that is incomplete, intended for Ja'Cour Pearson on that 2nd and 11 play. It's now 3rd down. And the Sea Dragons haven't done so well with the 3rd down conversions, at least not in the first half. They've done well in this second half so far with the 3rd downs. However, that was only on 3rd and manageables, 3rd and shorts. This is 3rd and 11. Here's DiNucci. He drops back. He is going to launch it way deep down for Gordons. He's got it! He's got it! I called him Josh Gordons with an S. I am sorry. His name is Josh Gordon, and he just got a crap ton of yards from the 40-yard line in Seattle over to the 10. That's not the 10. That was a 15. But still, my goodness, so that's like I can't count right now in my head. I can't do the math. DiNucci is gonna run it in for a few yards, runs out of bounds at the 9. One touchdown away. They are 9 yards away from getting the playoff spot, provided that they don't just completely collapse and let Vegas score from every play from now on, 2nd and 4 from the 8-yard line. DiNucci to the end zone. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by Vegas. It's intercepted by Vegas, and he goes down at the 4-yard line. The 3-yard line, excuse me. And my goodness, the Vegas Vipers are not going down without a fight. Both teams now have a turnover. DiNucci has thrown yet another interception with 9 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game. It is now Vegas' ball, and they are starting out way deep in their own half of the field. And so they prevent Seattle from scoring another touchdown. An 8-game interception streak for DiNucci now. That's the one statistic that has been concerning with him, but nonetheless, his team is still 6 points away from securing a playoff spot in the XFL North. And even if they don't get to 34 points, they still go on to that 5th tiebreaker where they're in first place over St. Louis or something. I don't know. Again, I don't get it. I took a picture of it on my phone actually, so I might be able to explain it. I'm just looking out my window, looking out for my parents, see if they are coming down the driveway. I don't want them to know that I'm doing this, because this is weird. This is weird what I'm doing. 3rd and 2 for the Vipers at their own 10-yard line. And that's a first down, and that's a little bit more. That's a little bit more. Down to the 47-yard line. That's a big play by Vegas. Well, 7 minutes 45 to go in the 4th quarter. That's Matthew Sexton, I believe. With the reception, with the run. 7.5 to go at their own 47. Vegas. And that is a negative play. They brought him down after the handoff. Well, there you go. There you go. Nico Lalos. Just helping him take down that running back while taking a knee. 2nd and 13. McClendon with 5 seconds left on the play clock. McClendon takes the snap. He's going to look. He's going to look, and it's incomplete. It's now 3rd and 13. Will Vegas have to be forced to punt yet again with nearly 6.5 to go? Seattle, they are so close. So freaking close. I don't know why I'm snapping so much, but they are so close. They are so freaking close. You have no idea how close they are. They are so close. 3rd and 13. Vegas. And the handoff is not going to do anything. It's now 4th down. And the Vegas offense is going to the sidelines. Jim Haslett with the pen and paper. He's writing something down. I don't know what he's writing. But it's now 4th and 12 with 5:45 left in the game. Here is the punter, Michael Carrizosa, and the returner, Kelvin McKnight. Here's the kick. Deep punt to the 12. Here's McKnight. And gets brought down at the 22. There's a flag on the field. And there's a Vegas Viper. A little slow to get up, but I think he might be fine. The referees will confer, adjusting their belts and their jerseys. And it's going to be on the returning team. It's a holding call on Seattle. So, I think they might have said timeout. Who's taking a timeout? I don't know who's taking a timeout. All right, that Whopper. Okay. Let me skip through the commercials real quick. Right now, I'm using the ESPN app on my television, on my Roku television. Which, the annoying thing about Roku is that, it uses the internet, this television, which is fine, but then all of a sudden, like, you scroll through the channels, and my dad likes watching TV. He'll scroll through the channels, and then, like, if the internet's on, he'll just, like, go to all of those, like, streaming channels that you could only find, when your TV is connected to the Wi-Fi, and he just scrolls deep into those channels, and I'm trying to get over to the normal television channels that you watch using the antenna that doesn't require Wi-Fi, okay? And it takes me forever. I have to disconnect from the Wi-Fi in order to get to the actual channels, And then once I want to, use the internet again on my TV, I have to connect again. I have to put in the password, It's just annoying. And so anyways, they just cut to Chris Smith's jersey. Chris Smith, who I don't know, I forgot when he died, when they said he died. But Chris Smith was a player, I think, for the defense for the Sea Dragons team. 32 years old. DiNucci's going deep. That's incomplete. Intended for Josh Gordon. Chris Smith, he died, I think on Monday, they said. Number 42. Again, the cause of death is unknown, but it sounded like, the rest of this Sea Dragons team, took it, like how you would, with one of your teammates dying, and, that sucked. That sucked. I actually forgot about that. It's not until they cut to his jersey. DiNucci's dropping back into the end zone, but he's going to rush it in. He's going to rush it in, and he's going to go out of bounds. He's going to pick up a first down. They're still deep in Seattle territory. They have a long ways to go. With 4 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock, Seattle is looking to repeat basically what they did in the first drive of this game. The handoff to Taumapea. He picks up a first down and then some. All right. 3:50 to go. The clock is running. Oh my goodness. Rest in peace to Chris Smith. Condolences to the family. Anyways, Ben DiNucci is he's having a good performance here. Not bad. He's able to move the team down, and that's a big play. Taumapea comes through again. He picks up another first down. Okay? And there is DiNucci yet again. He's been making some dance moves, I hear. Every time there's a tutty. 2nd and 1. That's not a first down. Okay. Seattle on their own 43-yard line. Drops back. Deep ball. DiNucci VC, it's intercepted yet again by Vegas. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2:31 left in the game. Intended for VC. That was going to be a deep, deep ball. Would have led them right near the 10-yard line, and it just got intercepted by the Vegas defense yet again. Back-to-back interceptions for this Vegas team. Oh my goodness. It's now Vegas. It's now Vegas's ball. And unless they can somehow turn over the ball again, it might be it. McClendon almost took a snap, or a sack, I'm sorry, but he threw that away just in time. And that is a nasty, nasty interception. And it just might take us to the 2-minute warning here. Right here. And there it is. All right. So that was not at all what I wanted to happen. And Ben DiNucci is disappointed here. 28-3. Vegas's ball. 2-minute warning. Commercials. Okay? That we're gonna skip through. Because ain't nobody got time for that, sis. Alright? Ain't nobody got time for that. The NFL draft is coming up. The Seattle Seahawks have they got a couple, second and third round picks. But they got that number 5 pick. That number 5 pick, which I have no idea what Pete Carroll and John Schneider are gonna do, but I just hope that they choose wisely, which I know they'll do. But I also hope it'll work out for us in the end. All right, and there's the XFL control rooms with all of those people with the headsets controlling what you see. And you can hear the announcers thanking everyone. Great regular season for the XFL. I hope this league sticks around. Deep pass for Vegas, and he's got it. He's running down the field. He's going down the sidelines, and it's gonna be not a touchdown. That was Matthew Sexton, and he might. What the heck happened? I don't know what happened because the ball rolled out of the field behind the end zone. So what the heck happened? He didn't exactly. He got brought down, but the ball got loose and it just rolled out beyond the end zone. So I don't know what happened. That was going to be a touchdown for Vegas, and he celebrated way too early. He lifted that ball up. That was Matthew Sexton who just brought that ball up in celebration, and it just got batted away. It just got batted away. Oh my goodness. Mikhail Wright just batted his arm away, and that set the ball loose. Oh my goodness, that is going to go down in a celebrating too early compilation. Oh no. Oh no. So so it's still okay, it's gonna be a first down at the spot of the fumble. So it's still gonna be incredibly close to the Seattle end zone. And they still might have an opportunity to score then. Here's Dean Blandino, who's going to explain. Um, okay, so it's gonna be. I don't know if you just heard that. You probably didn't, and you just heard like 15 seconds of silence from me just listening to this guy. Um, so I guess they're just gonna keep playing from the spot of the fumble, and yeah, that's the 1 yard line. The 1 yard line, a minute 30 to go. Vegas with the handoff, and they got it. They have got it, and that's a Vegas Vipers touchdown. So, Sean McKenzie with the touchdown, 1 yard rush. Oh my goodness. uh, what? This game is so. This game is actually kind of crazy. Nothing, absolutely nothing except for that lone Ben DiNucci touchdown happened in the first half. And now this game is just, oh man, it's finally picking up pace. The 2-point attempt by Vegas to up their score to 11. Here it is. McClendon drops back, is going to run over to the right end zone. Nothing. Vegas will stay at 9 points. And so Seattle, with a minute and 33 seconds, they are literally 6 points away from clinching it. And then after that, if they still don't, I mean, they're gonna win. Okay, let's be honest here. Seattle's gonna win here. But if they don't get another touchdown here, then they're gonna have to go down to the like the fifth tiebreaker, which I don't know how to explain. Okay, I think Seattle just might win anyway. However, they did just let up a touchdown, and I think that might affect a few things. So, unless they cut to Anthony Becht sitting all sad and alone in, well, he's not alone, but he's nervous in that St. Louis bar. Unless they cut to him, I will not have any idea of what to make of this here. So here's the kickoff return by Slowman. I think that's his name, Slowman. I don't know anymore. The return, and he gets dropped at the 25. There's a penalty. A few flags down on the field. All right. A minute 26 left. It's a holding call on Seattle. So that's going to set them back a few yards. Seattle with a minute and 26. Now, they still have all 3 timeouts. I forgot to mention that. Vegas has 2. Seattle has 3. So it's not all lost, okay? They got they're starting out at the 17-yard line. The handoff to Lindsey, brought down at the 20, second down. It's a pickup of 3. I want this team to win. I want this team to get in. I went into this season not giving, any kind of care for Seattle, for this Sea Dragons team. And, now I'm just like, all right, this is the only Seattle football team going on right now. I might as well. 45 seconds left. Lindsey is going to do it. He's going to get the first down. All right. Gain of 11, as you just heard the announcer say. 30 seconds left. They're not going to call a timeout. It's going to keep on ticking down. So I guess somebody on the staff knows that they won, right? Well, 10 seconds left. They are gonna take this final snap. The handoff to Lindsey. He gets another. Oh, maybe that's gonna be short of the first down. That's it. That's it. Seattle wins the game. They are gonna finish out the regular season 7-3. DiNucci is clapping his hands. They did not meet that 34 points that they needed to officially clinch the playoff spot. But they might beat out St. Louis on that 5th tiebreaker, which I don't know how to explain, all right?
They have tied St. Louis for a 7-3 record, but off the 5th tiebreaker, they win it and will advance over St. Louis.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Go into the final week of the season.
I think...
All 4 games have playoff implications.
Oh my God, Seattle... Seattle's in the playoffs! Seattle is in the playoffs! And they're gonna play the DC Defenders next Sunday. Oh my God! Alright, okay, okay. That's crazy. That's insane. And there's Coach Jim Haslett. And oh my God. Oh my God, they did it. They did it. They advanced to the playoffs. I can't believe this. I cannot believe. If you had asked me at the beginning of the season when they got those when they started out 2 losses in a row, I would have said no way. They got some good players there, but I don't know. I don't know about this offense. I really don't. And despite all of the the close games, all of the interceptions, all of the setbacks, Seattle finishes out the regular season at home, Lumen Field. Everybody in the stands, they're wearing Dragon onesie outfits, or they're wearing Mariners jerseys, or they're wearing Seahawks jerseys, or they're wearing some sort of orange shirt. Okay, if they finish it out with a win, they got a winning season, and they're going to the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs. They're going to the postseason. They're going to battle it out at DC, at their home stadium. And you know I'm going to be watching that game. Oh my goodness. What an incredible win. They beat out St. Louis somehow. There's this guy, I audibly laughed at this guy. He's got this like Star Wars, Emperor Palpatine robe on, but it's like orange instead of like the black robe. It's just orange. The fans in St. Louis are looking disappointed. They just cut to a guy in that same St. Louis bar, disappointed. Well, Arlington. Okay, so here's who's in the playoffs. All right, the Arlington Renegades have clinched the second playoff spot in the XFL South. They're gonna face the Houston Roughnecks on, I think it said Saturday. I don't know. Danucci with the dance moves. And now Seattle, the Sea Dragons, have just clinched the second playoff position in the XFL North. They are going to be facing the DC Defenders. The DC Defenders versus the Seattle Sea Dragons, and then the Houston Roughnecks versus the Arlington Renegades. Who do you think will win? Who do you think will win? I think. Oh man, that's a good question. I think Houston might win that game against Arlington, but Seattle and DC, that is an interesting rematch. DC handed Seattle that third loss a couple of weeks ago, but it was a close game. That was a really close game, and since they are division opponents, I know that DC beat Seattle yet again when they first met in. Well, I don't know when they first met, but DC beat Seattle both times. But Seattle still has a chance. Seattle still has a chance. I'm not going to completely write Seattle off. I think it's going to be yet another close game. Although, in that DC environment, it's I don't know, it's a little tough to just, calculate. Here's what I'm going to predict here. If DC wins that game over Seattle, I'm going to predict that they win the championship, all right? Over the winner of Houston and Arlington, of which I think it's Houston. I think if DC wins against Seattle, they're gonna win it. They're gonna win it all. If Seattle wins against DC and they advance to the championship, Seattle against Houston. I don't know. I really don't know. You know what, man? Screw it. I'm gonna say it right now. I think the Seattle Sea Dragons. The Seattle Sea Dragons are gonna take it all. They're gonna take it all. And I know that Ben DiNucci and the interceptions, I know that's a problem. Okay, that maybe the other quarterbacks may not have. I don't care. I think this Seattle Sea Dragons team, they are too. They got the momentum going for them. I know it's going to be an away game next week for Seattle, but, I'm not ready to give up on these guys. Certainly not next week. I think they're going to win it all, though. They're going to win it all. And I'm not going to completely write off the Arlington Renegades. Like, I haven't really, watched that team much. But I just think that the Houston Roughnecks, despite them, losing a few weird games,
I think they got that XFL South division in the bag. So I think they're gonna win that game. But against Seattle, does Seattle win against Houston? I think they will. Does Seattle win against DC? I hope that they will. I really don't know what to think though. But I'm gonna say that right now. Seattle's gonna win the whole thing. It's only right that I make this prediction now. You know, while I can. So, the Sea Dragons are going to the playoffs in the XFL 2023 season. What a time it's been! What an honor it's been to commentate over this regular season. I'm gonna try to do that commentary next week with the Sea Dragons. And heck, why not? Also with the the Houston Roughnecks and the Arlington Renegades. If not, though, I'll definitely do just the Sea Dragons and the Defenders. So, yeah, an exciting time it is for Seattle right now. Very great, very good for them. And heck, why not? Let's just look up the Seattle Mariners right now. The Seattle Mariners lost 7-3 to the St. Louis Cardinals. They are now 10-12. Is that what they are? Yeah, they're now 10-12. They're going to be facing the Phillies next. So the Mariners are still in fourth place, though. Gosh dang. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Yeah, I hope I don't get copyrighted for turning up the TV volume a ton. All right. So have a good one. Take care, and sayonara. All right.